Good afternoon and welcome to Brazos Fiber Works. This is episode 34 today. It is Wednesday, February 13th, so Valentine's is tomorrow, and I know I usually get my videos posted up Thursday morning at 8. However, this week was a little bit of change. I ended up having to go into work yesterday, and so I didn't have the day off to record. So I do apologize. Today's video will go up a little bit later, but it will still go up. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on that button and coming along with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like and subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I do post new videos. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. You guys know you mean the world to me. I just enjoy you. If you guys haven't joined us on Ravelry, head over to Ravelry. We are Brazos Fiber Works group. We have some make-alongs of the year, some like just conversations, and yeah, we love having new fiber friends. So today, I do have one finished object. I have a few whips to show you, and yeah, we're gonna get talking about life news, shop news. So let's get into today's video. So you guys, let me talk about the challenge of this week. So I don't normally do nails. I can't even put like fingernail polish on, right, like regular fingernail polish on my nails because like it won't even be like 3 minutes later and they're peeling off. I've always had it, so like usually if I do my nails, I've tried the gel route. Gel still for me doesn't last more than a week, if that. So like I've always had to do the dip route, the dip nail route, and why I love that, I can only go like 2 times before my nails are so thin that like they just can't take anymore and I have to let them grow all the way out. So I decided this week, just, you know, because of Valentine's and all that, I wanted to like put on some nails. So I bought these. I don't know if you can really see them. Let's see. Okay, so they're super cute. They're like a light purple-y pink. And I just love the feel of like nails, right? They just make you feel so like, or at least they make me feel so much more beautiful. But I cannot, it is so hard to knit with these. It's been my real struggle this week. I know if you saw on my Instagram stories, yeah, I was like, let's see if we can do this. And what I can still knit, it's more of a challenge, definitely. And like this thumb, I guess just because of where it sits and puts pressure on my projects, it like becomes sore. So yeah, I don't know how long these are gonna stay on, but as soon as they come off, we're gonna give me a break for a while so I can get back, resume back to my normal knitting. But I know if you guys are one of those who has nails and have great, like you just can keep knitting, like kudos to you, because I don't know how. I guess if like it was a normal thing and I wore them all the time, I would probably get used to it. But like there's a lot of things that I cannot do that I normally do with these nails. So yeah, sorry about that ramble on. If I didn't introduce myself, I'm so sorry. My name is Jennifer. I am the owner, dyer, maker behind Brazos Fiber Works. It is my hand-dyed company. I have hand-dyed yarn, project bags, notions, all that good stuff. You can find me at brazosfiberworks.com. If you need to get a hold of me, you can email me, jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com. Where can you find me on socials? I am Brazos Fiber Works on Instagram. I have a Facebook page. I hardly ever post on there. I can't say always. I hardly ever. I need to really get better at that. But my Facebook page is Brazos Fiber Works. Ravelry, you can find me as jnbcrafty. And like I mentioned, we do have that Ravelry group Brazos Fiber Works, and just, yeah, hop in, join along, come in, join our make-alongs. Right now we have, or I guess I'll talk about that in shop news. So yeah, I think I got all of that covered. If you would like to help support this channel, I do have a Ko-Fi link below if you would like to donate. And let's get into today's video officially. All right, so guys, let's start talking about finished objects. So my first finished object is one that I believe you saw me start on last week. It is, the yarn is Dragon Horde yarn. I don't have the label anymore, so I don't remember what the colorway was, but I remember when I bought it, I think it was a few years ago. It was something about like chocolate orange. It was in the fall, like one of her fall line colors. And originally it's a fingering weight yarn, and I think it was 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it was, or what it is. And I had bought it and then started the DRK Everyday Socks by Andrew Mallory. Well, with Toe Up being my first pair, it just came out wonky. Like, I guess I just didn't gauge right on the foot size, and it was way long, and I was like, who's gonna wear these? Like, I don't know. So I ended up frogging them. It was part of my whole, like, let's look at my whips frogging thing. And I decided to, like, I really loved the yarn and I really wanted a pair of socks out of it. So I decided to hold it double and do the DK Vanilla Socks pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady. And I finished them. Aren't they beautiful? So it is holding it double. So it is a little bit thicker sock, but like it's freezing outside, or it's not freezing probably where a lot of you are, but for here in Texas, we're getting in like the 20s this week. And so it's colder than normal. And so I like, when I wear some of my boots, I like to wear a thicker sock because it's kind of, it feels really like roomy inside. And plus these will keep me warm, especially at work. It's freezing most of the time. So I did the 48 stitch cast on. I did, I believe, 12 rows of the 2x2 ribbing. I did 40 rows on the leg, the heel, toe, and gusset. Or, I'm sorry, the heel and gusset. I don't know why I always say heel, toe, and gusset. Like, that doesn't even go in that order, right? But the heel and gusset, and then I did enough. I think I did 7 inches before I decreased for the toe. But I love these. I can't wait to wear them. So yes, and I think this is pair 3 or 4 for the year. I don't remember. I want to say 3, but it could be 4. So I need to start like tallying that. And so like, I know everybody started like talking about how many pairs there. I was like, okay, let's just join along on that. We'll see how many actually get done this year, because I never really pay attention. But yeah, that's my finished object. And then I think I have like 4 works in progress. So let's get right into that. So let me grab my little book. So let's first start talking about my 2025 Stunning Studio knitting mystery shawls. So as many of you have seen, here's my little book where I keep all of my little tallies. So when we're talking about the books, so there is a 10-month long reading series, and it is by it's the Cleopatra Fox Mysteries by CJ Archer. I'm sorry, the dogs are playing, so if you guys hear them, I do apologize. I'm trying to get them to calm down, but they're just so excited right now for some reason. So every month we have a book to read. So I've already finished the 2nd book in the series, which is The Murder at the Piccadilly Playhouse. I am loving The books, they just keep you going, and I can't wait till Marches. We are on the first shawl of the year, which I believe there's like 3 or 4 that we're gonna do. So this is the first shawl, and every Friday there is a new drop in the pattern. So last Friday we got week 7's pattern, and I've finished that. So let me show you that one. So this one is the Mayfair Hotel shawl. Not that one. It is in my Starry Nights bag that I used to carry in my shop. And I actually, was it this one? So, the yarn we are using is by Stunning String Studios. It is one of the colors that we got to pick. So it is on their Essential Base, and it's 100% superwash merino in fingering weight. And this one is called Crimson. So this is, I know I just showed it, but I didn't show it like all. So if you haven't seen this and you're doing this, look away, sorry. But here is all of week 7's, the 7 weeks progress. So this is where, I think this part right here is what I did in week 7. So it's starting to look a little different. I feel like it, you know, kind of looks like scales or, you know, or diamond shapes. For most of it, it has beads. It's so pretty. And yes, we're at this part right here. We have 1 more week. There is difference. You did have different choices for the shawl. So you could have gone with short, medium, and long, and you could have gone with a half shawl or a 3/4 shawl. So I did the short and half because I don't normally wear shawls, but I wanted to, you know, make this along for the, you know, for the experience. So yes, so I think it's so pretty. I can't wait to like wash block it and let you see it all laid out. But I am having so much fun with this. I am enjoying it. I have managed to stay up to date with this. So that is the 1/4, I want to say, shawl. So you had your option of also doing a bonus shawl. So it's just a whole year shawl. They release a pattern part every 1st of the month. And so in my coffee bag, yes, that I also used to carry in my shop, I just absolutely love this bag. I am doing the bonus shawl. So the bonus shawl is the London Fog shawl. And let me show you the progress on that one. So this is the little progress tally thing. And so I've done January and February. So I'm all cut up to date on this one also. And this is, again, in a fingering weight yarn. Here is this one. It's like this silvery gray color. It's so pretty. And it also has beads. And this one, like, I can't wait to see what this one's gonna look like because there's so much changing in it, or like different lace patterns, and like the other one that's like, I felt like kind of all the same look. But this part right here was January, and this part is February. But you guys, this is so pretty. I love getting lace because I love, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love vanilla sock patterns because I can just knit and not have to look at it. But I also do enjoy the lace pattern and seeing like what it's gonna look like. And I feel like because you're going to some different pattern every row, it like is challenging and makes you go at the same time. So that is this one. It's the year-long one, or should I say like 10 months long. So yeah, I am loving these. It's just keeping me going. I'm like still on schedule to finish these on time. And yeah. So that is it for this mystery series portion of my whips today. And then I have two other whips. I have another one. Like I have my temperature blanket from last year that I'm working on. I think I've only done like 2 rows. So like I'm not gonna show that. There's not enough in there to even show. But this is my Sweet Shop blanket. The pattern is by Laura Penrose, using my Grinch Advent calendar yarn from 2024 from my Brazos Fiber Works. So I got 2 squares added on. I have 1 more square to go before I get the first 24 in, and then I will start on the repeats. And you guys know I am loving this blanket. So here's the 2 that I just added on. And then I have 1 more, and then we're gonna start the repeats. I was kind of like coloring in the diagram last night to try to figure out what blanket size I wanted to make, because we're just gonna have the 48 squares, but you have like 2 options. You have one that's like more narrow rectangular, and then like wider square looking. So I've decided I'm gonna do the wider square one. My Cozy Comfort throw that I finished last year is more rectangular, and so I want to do this one different. So I am going to do, I think it's either like 7 across and 7 high, or 7 and 8, one of those. So yeah, I got 2 more squares done. I'm going to try to get the other one done, hopefully. What I just dropped. Hopefully within the next day. I want to get the other square done. So that is my Sweet Shop blanket progress. And then I only have a little bit of progress on my Jelly Roll blanket. This is a pattern by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. And I didn't honestly get far. But last week, yep, see, I'm going to tell you, I didn't get far. I did finish. Did I finish? No, yeah, I finished the red. So this is where I was last week. I got the rest of the red done. So I think now I'm gonna add, the next color is this pink in. There's that pink that I'm gonna add next. So let me try to show you what this looks like. If you saw the last couple weeks, you've seen it. But I am just started on my 5th row. So it is coming along. I'm adding in all of my leftover minis, my Advent minis from my Ruby and Roses Advent this year, or 2024. I did half of them in my crochet granny square blanket, and then the other half I'm putting into here. So yeah, and that is sitting in my little Brazos Fiber Works tote bag that came with my Advent from 2023. I can get all these little yarn pieces in. It's just like this cute little tote bag, but big enough for a blanket. So yeah, that is it for my works in progress. Last week I posted, and the day it came out, it was my birthday. So I went out for my birthday. I just, you know, I wanted to just go out, like, shopping to me is not clothes shopping. I know for a lot of people it's like clothes shopping and all that. I'm not a big clothes shopper. My frustration is trying on clothes. So, but I really feel like this year I want to get my house back into some kind of organization, because when we moved in here 5 years ago, it was a real downsize from our previous house, and like we had gotten rid of a lot of furniture and all that. But there's still things that we have in boxes that we still haven't unboxed. Our kids are getting to that point where they're going to be moving out. So looking at options of, okay, we'll have 2 more rooms to help with that organizational also. But until that transition of them officially moving out, it's kind of like trying to plan for that organization and where we can move things, but also like we have just like everyday things that like are piling up, and I really want to get the house organized and just feel like not everything is just everywhere, because I really feel that way. So with that rambling on said, I went to IKEA and I got some organizational things. There's some things I want to change in my kitchen, so I got some new things. So on my days off, which is today and tomorrow, and then like my future days off, of course, I really want to get back to getting that everything organized and changing things around. I eventually would like to even like change like furniture pieces and all that, but that won't happen for a while. So today I want to try to get at least my pantry cleaned out, because we have shelves, but then like I think it's like 48 inches, so what is that, like 4 feet, I want to say, underneath, that just like all open space. There is nothing, so like everything begins to pile up on there because we don't have enough like room up above, because just the way it was like put together is just so weird. It's not very organizational. It's not very like pantry friendly. So I went and bought a like shelving system to put in there on the bottom so that it will be a little bit more organized. Now I didn't find exactly what I wanted, because everything that was like tall enough was a little bit too tall. And so I think what I ended up getting was like 2 feet high, but it was still about like 48 inches wide is what I needed. So I'm hoping today to try to get that organized, start cleaning out the pantry, because stuff has been in there since I feel like we've moved in, and like if it's not getting used, it's time to throw it out. So today, like today or tomorrow, I want to really get that done, get the pantry cleaned out. That's my plans for the next couple of days, is to get that all going. Valentine's is tomorrow. I don't even know what we're doing for Valentine's. We haven't even figured that out. I still have to go get my husband something for Valentine's. Like I've had ideas, but I'm trying to be practical at the same time, because with my daughter's wedding coming up and everything for that, like I'm trying to be like budget friendly at the same time. So I don't know yet. But by tomorrow we will have figured that out. So in a couple, so yes, I went to IKEA. I went to a plant place. So I have my favorite plant place, and it is not far from me, but it is called Terra Botanical Studio. Sweet, sweet lady owns the shop. She is so helpful. I just love shopping there. Like she's great, like plant issues, she will like help you, like love her. So if you guys have been here for a while, you may know that I love terrariums. Like they're the easiest things to upkeep, but I just love like seeing the growth and them grow, like the plants. We lived in California, gosh, I mean, like that's where originally I grew up. But when we bought our first house, which was before my son was born, so that was like, I want to say like almost 24 years, like 24 years ago is when we bought our first house. And I loved outside gardening. Like, we had the perfect climate for it. I loved like the process of, you know, building a garden, seeing it grow. And when we moved to Texas about 20 years ago, at first, like the first year we were here, I think the weather was just a little bit different. And so like we were able to plant things, a garden, all of that. And like you saw that grow, and like I still loved it. But like in the past 10 years, I just really have gotten away from the outside gardening because it gets so hot here and so hot for a long period of times that everything dries out. Like, it's so hard. And I feel like I'm just like buying it and then it's not lasting. So I've kind of converted in the last couple of years to houseplants. I think really my daughter kind of brought that out in me also, because she's really into like house plants since she's been in college. And just seeing like the growth of the plants, I'm like, that's just something I love. So yes, with that being said, so like I have grown the last year with like my house plants and getting more and just loving the aspect of it. And so I bought a new terrarium for my birthday. It is in this cute little, I'll try to put like closer up pictures, but it's in this cute little like mushroom top, like the lid comes off, but I'll try to get some better videos. But this is it right now. It's so cute. Guys, I just love terrariums. So I got that. And then I also got this sweet little starter plant. So cute. And this little like Valentine's, she had Valentine's themed plant holders. And so I got that. Super sweet. So I can't wait to see the growth on this. I bought a mini Monstera, a mini Monstera last year, I believe, around my birthday. And I'll have to put video in here of that, but that thing has taken off and grown, and you guys, it is so exciting to see that. So I went to the plant place. I went to West 7th Wool. Let me show you. Here's my bag from West 7th Wool. It is a yarn store. If you haven't heard of it, it's in Fort Worth. It's the closest yarn store to me, and I love the people there. That's where I, took a lot of my spinning classes and like fiber prep and all of that years ago. And they're a real sweet couple that own it. Amy and Hunter are the couple who owns it. They carry different brands of yarn, fiber, all that good stuff. They have classes, and they recently, I think within the last couple years, started dyeing yarn, and so they have their own yarn in their shop also. But I love just going in there every couple times a year. And so I picked up this mini skein, and this is actually one of theirs that they dye. I don't know what's going on with my, there you go. All right, so I got this mini skein to add into one of my blankets. I haven't decided yet which one of my blankets to add this into, but yes, it's just a 20%, it's just a 70% superwash merino, 30% nylon, and a fingering weight. And the color is called Jawbreaker, which I think is so fitting. Like, the colors totally look like that. So I got that just to add in. I always love stopping by yarn shops and just grabbing a mini skein to add into my blankets. So I got that. And then I've been talking about doing the Dartmoor sweater, and then a sweater for my daughter's fiance. So I picked up some needles. I picked up some of these, and then I got an extra cord, so picked up those. So because you know, like, I'm sure I have these needle sizes. Do I know if they're on a project or not? No. And I was like, let's just pick some up so I have them in case I need them, and I will use them, I promise. So I picked up those, went to a 7th wool. I picked up a couple braids of fiber because I'm really like, I don't know, did I do it last year? I think I did. So I've always done spin together, and I always hop on the West 7th Wool team. So when I was in there, like, I had seen the email about it, and I was just like, do I really have the time? I mean, am I ever really going to have the time? I have to make the time, right? So luckily with them, it's not about the process. It's about like the coming together, like spinning together, and like enjoying it. So it's not like, there's not a bunch of pressure of like, we want to be first, we want to get this done. So like, that's what I really enjoy about it, because really I don't have the time to just sit every day and spin for hours to try to get, you know, that much yardage. And like, for me, like, I just don't find the joy in hurrying, because for years I spun just because I loved spinning, and I still do, but I haven't really been doing it that much within the last couple of years. And like, I feel bad because I've invested so much into like spinning wheels and all that, and I love it. It's very therapeutic for me. And so I really like, in the past I've spun and like, it's been just like single skeins, which I have so many single skeins of hand spun yarn. I don't know what I want to do with them. Like, it's just like one project or putting them all in. I just really don't know what to do with those. So I think the reason why I haven't really been spinning is because I want to spin for a purpose. I want to spin to make something out of that, and which is going to require a lot more of the same fiber to do that. And I have a lot of inventory of fiber, because I've bought in like fleeces. I have like an alpaca fleece, full alpaca fleece. I have merino fleeces that, you know, I bought to card, and like, because I wanted to do a like from beginning to end sweater. So I wanted to buy the fiber, prep it, card it, get it all ready, spin it, and then put it into a sweater. I would love to someday actually do that. But when I bought all of that, you know, I was like, I'm gonna do this, and then like, work kind of took over, and I just haven't found, I don't know, like I don't know if you can see this. I have this drum carder. It's only like, I want to say like a 4-inch wide. So I mean, like it would work, like it still works. Would I love a bigger one? Yeah. Do I need one? Probably not. But I think it's just that would require putting my knitting down, focusing on that particular project and getting that done, would have to be what it comes to. And I guess I just am not there yet. Like I have so many knitting things going on. I want to, like, this year in our Ravelry group, it is like the process of getting our whips done. And so I think once I get a handle on all of my current whips that I have and like see like an end to those, I think that I can like free up that space to be like, okay, now let's focus on the fiber. Let's, you know, make something beautiful out of it and put that time into it. And I think once I get the whips, you know, for the most part done, or like if I'm not gonna work on them anymore, let's, you know, frog them. But I think once I get that done, then I will have that like open mind of, okay, I have the time to do this. So, like I'm trying, where was I going with this? Okay, so like I have so much fiber that, I have so much inventory of the fiber that I need to figure out what I want to do with all of it. Is there something can I blend all of them into one project? Which I'm sure I could. That's just taking the time to spread it all out, look at it, say, okay, what can I do with all of these to make like something like I would want to say useful, right? So going back to West 7th Wool, I bought some fiber and I bought 2 different braids. I'll put a picture up here. They're by Malabrigo, and I think the first couple years I spun with Malabrigo, and I was like, okay, let's get enough fiber to where I feel like I can make something out of this. So I bought the 2 braids, and I think today I'm going to officially decide, am I gonna do spin together? Like, I would love to get my wheel back out, at least participate in like 15 minutes a day, get some spinning done, and know that this is enough fiber to allow me to make something out of it. So I feel like it's spinning with a purpose. So that is where my thought process is on that. So yeah, going back to me at West 7th Wool for my birthday, purchasing the fiber. I'm sorry I ranted on about that, but just explaining, like, sorry, the dogs are going a little crazy right now. Hi, Muffs. Hi. Hi. But I know like you guys see like knitting, and when I first started my channel, I did talk about, hey, we're gonna talk about fiber, and I think like in my first couple episodes I did have all that in there, and I don't want you like people to think who were starting to follow me for the fiber that I'm not going to do that. I need to get back there, but like I said, I need to get through these whips that I currently have, figure out, get those done, all that. And like, but I still need to find that balance and adding the spinning back into my week. So just know that that is to come. But I believe I'm going to join the spin together just to try to get me back into that and trying to find that balance, but also like putting a limit on my days. So like, I don't think I'm overdoing it or I'm doing it for the wrong purpose. So yeah, so that's, so yeah, this has turned into like a long birthday story, but those are the places that I went. That is what I did. We ended up going, I'm so sorry, Maverick is just all of a sudden like feisty and he's playing with his toys. But we ended up going out to dinner that night, and yeah, so it was a good day. It was enjoyable, it was relaxing, and yeah. So thank you to all the people who did wish me happy birthday. You guys are awesome. So let's see, what other life news? I think next weekend we are gonna go on a little camping trip, just a little getaway for the weekend. It's kind of like that time between winter and spring where it's not too cold, even though I think it's gonna be a little cold, but just, you know, getting away from home, going somewhere and just relaxing. So we love doing that. So that is our plans for next weekend. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. Like, I have work, we have inventory coming up in March, but that's really all I think life news I have. So shop news. If you guys ordered your Valentine's box, everybody has theirs by now. I'm not sure if everybody's waiting. I know some people opened theirs because I did see the posts on Instagram, But I know like some of you are waiting till Valentine's to open those boxes. So I can't wait. Like I was like, oh, can I show them today? No, Valentine's is tomorrow. So next week I will definitely show you the box, what was in there, all that good stuff. But so far I have seen people are loving the colors, the box. So I'm so happy. I really do try my best to like, you know, hopefully everybody loves them. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the colors this year that I came up with, and I just need to find a pattern to make something out of it. So if any of you guys have some suggestions for 10, 20 gram minis that I could put into a pattern, please share it below. I thought about a cowl, but like I did a cowl last year and I just know I'm not gonna wear that. So it has to be something that I would wear. I've thought about like doing a like a hat, but I don't know. I've thought about like putting it into socks, but I want to put it into something bigger. So yeah, any suggestions would be helpful with that. So yes, the Valentine's boxes came out. I do have some left. If I don't sell those within the next couple days, I'm just gonna take the yarn by itself, put it in a pack, and I will list that in my shop probably next week. So if you're just wanting the yarn, or you kind of wanted to wait to see what it looked like before you purchased it, there will be, I think, 3 of my platinum bases left and 1 of the sparkle for just the mini skein pack. So if you are interested in that at all, those will go up in the shop next week. So my spring line will come out hopefully in the next couple 2 or 3 weeks. So that will be exciting. All of my 2024 holiday yarn is on sale in the shop. It is 20% off. So if you would like to go check that out, head to brazosfiberworks.com. Check those out because I'm trying to get rid of all of last year's holiday yarn. So yes, it is 20% off. Please go check it out before it sells out. But yeah, I think is that all I have for shop news? Other than like, if you're not part of our Brazos Fiber Works group on Ravelry, please head over there and join in. We love having new fiber friends. So yeah, and if you are interested in our year make along for like working on all of our whips and trying to get those done, or a lot done, head over there. We're all encouraging each other to try to get those projects done. There's people who are just like little like knitting, crochet, whatever machines and weaving. We have weaving even going on that are just like making their heart out and getting things done. Like I am so impressed with that. It just like, I'm like, I need to get something done. So definitely helping me push me along to get those done, and we would love to encourage anybody else who would like to come in and hop in on that. Other than that, yeah, I think that's it. I will see you guys back here next Thursday for another weekly episode. And I hope you guys have a great week. Have a great Valentine's Day. I will see you next week. Bye.